Hello everyone and happy Thursday. I hope you've all had a really great week. I have been busy as usual. Um, for those who are just joining, if you see the live sign up at the top, you are watching me live. If you don't see the live sign, then you are watching replay on either my Facebook page or my YouTube page. So welcome everyone. My name is Dana Mosley and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Phoenix, Arizona. So say hi, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart. Let me know you're there. Feel free to comment even if you are watching the replay. I love to know that you're there and you're watching. So we started a new catalog on Tuesday. Lots of great stuff. The catalog is super awesome. I did send out catalogs to everybody. If you did not get one, let me know and I can get one to you. Hey Lily. And there's so much stuff. So I think this catalog is a really good one. The last couple of years have kind of been a little questionable. I, of course, always find something I like, but the layouts have been a little challenging. But this catalog, I think they did a really great job, and so much fun stuff. Oh my gosh. So we also have some new online exclusives. We have 2 new kits. I'm going to show one of them to you tonight. One of the other ones that I did not get is called Serene Scenes. And I don't know if you can see these pictures or not. They're kind of like towards the manly, I guess, manly parts. One of them has like a stamp that says Happy Father's Day, you did it, and hello. They're kind of just scenic scenes, like it says. I didn't get it because I actually have a lot of kits. Some of them are marked down, so if you were at my open house last week, you know I have quite a few kits. And then I will be participating in a multi-demonstrator sale in June, so I'll be sending out more information for that too. So I'll be selling my kits, what I have. But I did get this other one called the Pretty Party Kit. It is birthdays. I had to get it because it's birthdays and it's really, really pretty. So we're going to take a quick look at that because I got my stuff in the mail today. I was really excited. I did do expedited shipping so that I could get it today so I could show you, and luckily enough it came early this morning instead of later in the evening. So really great. So we have those 2 new kits. We also have a new product of the month, the Berry Botanical Vellum. I'm going to show that one to you too. It's super pretty. If you have not gotten it yet, oh my gosh, you better make sure that you hit your $75 and then add it on for $5 because it is beautiful, beautiful paper. So I'm going to show that to you too. We also have a craft class that you can purchase this month. I think I did it when we first had a craft class. I think this is the 3rd one that they're offering. So it's $30. It is a Facebook group that you get invited to after you spend the $30. It is like a product code like everything else. And then you're invited to this Facebook group, and they're using the Paper Medley mix in designer series paper, and then they give you a list of other things that they'll be using. So it is like a Facebook Live on May 21st at 2 p.m. Mountain, and I've heard a lot of good things about these classes. They show you all kinds of techniques. They tell you you know, the dimensions on what to cut, and you can like craft along with them with the projects they make. You don't have to buy all this stuff either. You could just purchase the class and then watch it and then make the items yourself with whatever you have. So it's pretty flexible. But the Paper Medley DSP, if you got a catalog from me, I gave you a free sample of this paper. So it's pretty cool paper. It kind of is not specific to any suite, and it kind of fills in the gaps of some of the designer series paper that we have. So you can create so many different things with it. What else? Also the Stampin' Positioner. So a few months back it was offered as an incentive for signing up. Now it is available for everyone to purchase, so that is great. Excuse me. Years ago we had the Stamparatus, so now we have the Stampin' Positioner. I've used it a few times. I've used it in a class a couple of times. So it's really nice when you need like exact positioning on a piece of paper, or if you're going to be making the same card multiple times. Like at Christmas, you know, we make so many Christmas cards, and we like to sometimes make the same Christmas card multiple times because we're sending it out. And so this way you can just put your paper in, stamp, and go. So it's really nice. And then we also have a new starter kit offer for this month. The kit is still $99. You still get, you have two choices actually. You can do the $125 in product, and then you also get the 5 new in-color stamp pads, or you can get an extra $35 in product. So I think the stamp pads are a better value than the extra $35. That's my opinion. Depends on what you want. So if you are interested in getting a great discount on the products you love and joining my team, let me know. I would love to have you on my team. So with that said, I am going to point you down and I am going to show you some of the new stuff. I have a kit, I have the product of the month, and then I'm going to show you the shimmer pens. I got all the shimmer pens, and then we'll make a card with it. So I am going to point you down. Hold on a second. All right. There we go. There, I think we're, let me scooch it over just a little bit more. There we go. I think we're good. Sorry for all the movement. Just trying to get you centered. I was actually running a little late. I don't know if you noticed. It was just, you know, a couple minutes. But I was just trying to get a few things together. So let me get you on my screen. Alrighty, there we go. Alright, so as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, we get a lot of resources, and one of them is this little PDF of the online exclusives that come out for the particular month. So this is the May online exclusives, and you may have seen demonstrators, other demonstrators, showing some of the products. I chose not to get the online exclusives because I wanted to concentrate on the catalog. But there is some really cute stuff in the online exclusives. We have this product suite called Silly Old Bear, and it is Winnie the Pooh. These pictures are really hard to see, but you can purchase the whole suite. There are a couple stamp sets and dies and paper and an embossing folder. These pictures are just a tiny bit better, but you can see there's, you know, we have Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore, and all the gang there, and then we have the dies, and then there is a matching stamp set that has some wording and then some really great label dies. So this is exclusive to the United States, so Stampin' Up! Is in many countries. I believe only the United States has access to get this particular suite of products. So yay for us. And then we also have some other stamp sets that are in the online exclusives. This one called Ouch. It's like little band-aids, and then it's got some dies to cut them out. I've seen some really cute items with this one too. And then there is this one called Splash and Relax. I don't know if you can see that, but it makes like the inner tube kind of thing, and it has flip-flops and sunglasses. It's very summery. I normally would fall for this one, but there's so many little pieces in there. I think I would just not have the patience for it anymore. But like I said, I wanted to focus on the catalog too. And then this just breaks it down into just the stamp sets and a couple other, like, everything individually. There are a couple other stamp sets that it didn't show. There's this one called Thoughtful Octopus. And I can't really read all the words in here. It's so small. I'm so sorry. If you want a better picture of it, you'd have to get online and go to the online exclusive section. There's this one called Natural Artistry. It's got this really pretty peacock in here and a little seahorse. I saw some really pretty stuff done with this one at convention. And then this one here says Just Peachy. But I've seen where it does have like it looks like an apple. So this one has been kind of a little popular one since we just had like Teacher Appreciation Week. So anyway, so that's the online exclusives. If you want to see them up close a little bit better, it's better to go on the computer and check them out there. Let's go to the kit. So this kit, this one is the birthday one. It does come with an ink spot, which is Cajun Craze, and it has a nice stamp set. It's got birthday wishes. They're two separate stamps, and you'll see why when you see the pictures of the cards. There's congratulations, and then it says it's time to celebrate, and then there are some cute little balloons. And then we have the kit here. So let's open it up. These cards are super pretty. We have our block, a couple little glue dots, and then we have some sequin embellishments here. And then we also have lots of dimensionals, my favorite. We have really pretty envelopes. They have like this gold foil on the flap, so that's really pretty. And then we have, so it makes 9 cards. There's 3 different cards, and it makes 3 of each. So this is the base of 1 card, and it's kind of nice because it's like the front and the back of the card, and it has this gold foiling in it. It's really pretty. I don't know if you can see that or not. So there's card number 1, and then there's like all the cutouts that go with it. And here is another card with big balloons on it. Again, gold foiling everywhere, front and back. Our little labels. And then we have the last card with big giant balloons on it. I saw the video. They're pretty easy to put together. So it would be a good kit to grab and like for summer, for the kids to put together. They could do a bunch of birthday cards for the summer. Alright, so let's move on to the product of the month. Look at this. So this is vellum. And you get 4 different designs, and there's 3 sheets of each design. So you get 3 sheets of this paper here. It is absolutely gorgeous colors in here. Let me see what it says on the back. We have Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia, Golden Glow, Hydrangea Hue, Misty Moonlight, Peaceful Pine, Soft Sea Foam, and Strawberry Slush. So very colorful, very springy. So that's number 1. And then we have this one here, which is the purple. It looks purple to me. I wonder, let's see. I don't know what color. Maybe fresh freesia it's supposed to be, because it does look pretty purple. But this like checkered pattern here, so pretty. And then we have this one here, a little bit toned down, not quite as busy as this first piece here. Let's see. See this one here? This is the first piece, this is the second, so not quite as busy on the second piece. And then we have this one here. This is the new Peaceful Pine color, and then it just has like a little white speckle in it. But this is gorgeous, gorgeous paper. Gorgeous. I can't wait to make something with it. I can't wait to see what other demonstrators make with it. There are so many talented people out there. I just love watching some of the other demonstrators. All right, so first I want to show you where in the catalog you can find the shimmer brushes. They're on page 77. They're at the bottom here, and they list them each individually. You can't buy them as like a set. You do have to buy them individually. And right now it is only the 5 brand new in colors. I do not know if they're planning to come out with any other colors right now, but that is what we have right now. And then don't forget, we have the good old Wink of Stella. So this is like Wink of Stella, but with color. So we have, I saved one because I wanted to show you how to get it started, but I have these already done for you. I'm going to grab a piece of paper here. So this is how they come. So I'm just going to open it up. And it's like Wink of Stella. It really is. So you're going to unscrew the top. And there's this white band on here. So remember, the Wink of Stella has a black one. This one has a white band. You're just going to take it off. You're going to toss that. You don't need it anymore. And then you're going to put this back on, and you're going to twist it down all the way till you can't twist anymore. It has like a little notch in there to break the seal. So that little white band kept it from breaking the seal. Okay, so then you want to give it a little bit of a shake. Make sure you get all that fun glitter all mixed up there. And then it has these 2 little things here that say push. I know some people, they push like really fast. I like to like push and hold for a second, and push and hold for a second, and keep doing it. And eventually you'll start seeing some of the liquid come down into the barrel. So I keep squeezing, and then once you start seeing some come down, the brush has like stiffener on it so that it keeps the point really pretty in transit. You kind of want to push down to break that seal up, and you'll see how the ink will start coming down into the brush. And so then I like to just kind of give it some pulsing little squeezes, and then keep using your brush to kind of get that flowing. So now you've got your flowing glitter, and that's the Golden Glow. So super gorgeous colors. You probably can't see how shimmery it is, but it is so pretty. I love it. I love it. So I have been playing with it this afternoon. So we're going to make a card. One of the other new items, and I showed you this last week, was that black and white paper. This is called Artisan Sketched Garden. Let's refresh your memory on some of this paper. This page right here is great for coloring and then fussy cutting. So that's what I did for the card that we're doing. And then the back side has a nice little black and white pattern on it. One side is floral, and then the back side is just a black and white pattern. We have here this one here, and then we have this one here. So really great paper. This is so fun to create with. If you are coming to my retreat in June, you are going to be working with this paper. So just be prepared for some coloring and fussy cutting. Just saying. If you are interested in coming to the retreat, I do still have some spaces available. So let me know if you are interested. Alright, so I saw a card design by my favorite demonstrator in Australia, Laura Beacom. She is just so talented. I just love watching her. But she had this great little card design I saw this morning, so I was like, oh, that's perfect. But I added our new shimmer brushes to the mix. She used, I don't know what she used. I think she used our blending pens, but I don't remember. I just like the layout. So I just have your basic black cardstock, and then I have my inside piece that I'm going to put in since the card base is black. It's a little hard to write some sentiments in this inside if you don't have your white piece. So I'm just going to layer that on there. Okay. As you can see, I've already cut out my my little pieces here. I spared you the agony of watching me cut out fussy cutting those flowers. So I'm going to use our black journaling pens, and I'm going to do my little outlines like she does. I love how she does that. It's just freehand. Doesn't have to be straight as an arrow. Just going to make my little outline here. Just straight across. And then I like to add like little squigglies on the line. And then I'm going to add just a couple little dots in the corner. It just gives a little interest to the lines. That's all. Just something a little fun and different. And then add my little dots here. So super easy to do. Our journaling pens, I think we get 2 in a package. So these are really nice pens to have, especially if you're a scrapbooker. But they're a nice little accent piece too. So this layer is a little smaller than our normal layer. Normally our first layer is 4 by 5 1/4. This one here is 3 3/4 by 5. So it's just another quarter less than what we normally put on here. Alright, so there's that. And then I did cut some paper, just some more black, and I'm going to put this one on. This is about 2.5 inches, and I'm going to put it kind of off to the side here. Okay, and then I cut one of these floral pieces, but I'm using the back, the little black and white polka dots. And then I'm going to put this piece on. I'm not going to put it smack in the middle. I'm going to put it way off to the side with just a tiny bit on this side and a bigger area here. So it's a little off center, just for some interest. She did that. I liked how it looked, something different. Like I said, she is so talented. If you catch her, I think it's like Laura's creative page or creative corner, and she's from Australia. She's pretty awesome. I really like her. Anyway, so like I said, I spared you the agony of watching me cut these out. So I'm just gonna color them. I'm gonna use my little blending brushes. I'm gonna add some blue at the bottom, and I'm not like completely coloring. It's just more of a, almost like a wash. There's still gonna be some white there. It just gives it a little dash of color. This one is the crisp cantaloupe. I just used the hydrangea hue for the water in the vases. And I'm just adding a little touch of color. I'm not even like really coloring the whole thing in. It's just a little dab of color. And then it adds a tiny bit of shimmer. We'll add some Barely blush. You'll barely see it. It is a pretty light pink. But I think it's a really good pink. I think they did a great job on the colors this year. I really like our in colors. Although I did like the in colors that just left us. Those were my favorite, I think, by far, that we've had in a really long time. So sad to see those go. But we'll have these for 2 years, which is good. These are good colors, I think. And then next year we'll get a color refresh. So we'll probably see some returning in colors. We'll see some colors go away, which is always very sad. You don't realize what your favorite colors are until they take them away. Alright, so just adding a little hint of color. There we go. Simple. And then I'm just going to add dimensionals to the back. Okay. Alright, and I am going to add a little greeting, so I'm going to put this kind of in the middle and add this one. Here. Set that aside. Now we're going to do our greeting. I have some strips. These are kind of the leftover strips after I've trimmed paper down. And we're going to use this stamp set called A Family Celebration. And it's great because it has everything in here. Happy birthday to my, that's one stamp. And then you can put your mom or mom, dad, son, sister, wife, friend, grandpa, grandchild, grandma, brother, better half, daughter, husband. So there's, everything is in there. And then you can add a very and to you. So, so this one I am going to do, since we have Mother's Day coming up, I am going to make something for my mom. So I'm going to use part of this happy birthday to my. Okay, and then I'm going to get mom out. And I am just going to use some black ink. And so this has happy birthday to my. So I am just going to ink up the part that says to my. Okay. And stamp that. And then I'm going to stamp mom. I'm going to stamp it over here. And you'll see what I'm doing here. Alright, then I'm going to get my scissors and I'm just going to snip these apart. Okay. And then we're going to add some dimensionals. So this one is going to kind of overlap here, so I'm just going to put one dimensional on this one side, and then on the other I'm going to add a little bit of my Stamp and Seal. So 2 my, and then this one will get dimensionals. Alright, so we have 2 my mom. Alright, and then of course we have to add bling. So we have the in color butterflies. These are pretty popular. I heard that they're already on back order, of course. I'm not sure when they come back. I didn't get a chance to look at the date that they come back. I'm sure it's pretty quickly because I think they knew that these were going to be pretty popular. So I'm just going to add a couple little butterflies. And there we have our very easy card. So pretty. And then we use those shimmer pens. They're so awesome. Gotta get you some. Gotta get you some shimmer pens there. So this card, so easy to create. But I made a couple other ones. So I did happy birthday. Same kind of technique. I just stamped the happy and then the birthday and then cut them. And I did use the striped paper. And then I did have another one here for my mom. And on the flower, I actually used one that was kind of at the edge of the paper. Let me grab the sheet here. So see these pieces that are at the edge? I actually used that back on this one here. I still use that one there and just put it right on the edge of the paper. I just used that edge as to my advantage there. So very easy, fun. That sheet of these vases is so fun to just color with. You could use anything. You could use the shimmer brushes, watercolor pencils. You could use blending, the blender pens, the blending markers. It's so fun, so fun. So many possibilities with that paper. It's great. All right, everyone. I hope you have a really great weekend. To all the moms out there, have a happy Mother's Day. I hope you're going to do something fun. I'm taking my mom for ramen. We're going to go downtown and have ramen. A really great spot down there. And then my son is going to take me to eat pho on Sunday. And then I'm making stuffed bell peppers with my daughter on Sunday evening. So couple of days full of activity for the moms. So I hope you all have a really great weekend. Stay cool out there, stay hydrated, and I will see you back here next Thursday. Have a great night, everyone.